How do you start? Okay, so we're gonna compare two heaters. One that's more popular than the other. So the Amazon, it's the Mr. Heater, and the other one, which I choose to go with, it's a Home Comfort. The big difference between them that this one is using infrared, clean infrared only, and this one has just one lamp, which is kind of like just for show. It's a display that's some infrared, and we will see some real numbers, the difference between themselves. So this is the heaters and the remotes. For the Dr. Heater, it's kind of more like remotey. It looks more like remote, and the other one, it's very tiny. But the big difference between them is that this one retain the temperature. So even if you turn off the circuit or power outage, it will come back to the. So I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm going to unplug it, and then I'm going to plug back. Okay, so we're going to unplug it. There you go, it went off, and we're going to plug this back. There you go, and it went back to the temperature. So that's good. With this one, it doesn't. It's like you would be exactly the same thing. You turn it off, turn it on, and every time you have to go back, not just the temperature, but you gotta select the mode. In this case, I'm gonna use high just so we can test it. And the difference between them as high is 85 versus the other one, it's 90. Okay. And this one is low, it's going, I think it's 40 something. Let's see. Now we can use the remote. Okay, 50. Really? 50 is low? That's interesting. But as a for testing purposes, we're gonna go back to 85. Make sure it works and warms up be ready for testing. And for this one, I believe it's going turn down. Okay, let's see how low it goes. Now the big difference between them, this one is all metal. Compared with the other one, it's like a woody, it's more like a wood box. It's more like a homey. Okay, this one goes up to 40. I'm gonna go back to 90. This one it's light, but at the same time it's like metal. You can consider that it's a metal box. So every time you're gonna roll it or put something on it, it doesn't suppress the sound. It's kind of echoing. So it's a metal compared with this one wood. Okay. Now let's start with I got those probes. I'm gonna see the real thing, because the guy, if you watch it on YouTube, he makes the comparison with a laser, and we can do that too. So let's try that. I'm trying to point the way he said. So this one, okay, let's put on max. Okay, max, and I'm gonna try to point the top, which is right there. We're gonna get to 301, 319, 316, 318. That's 318. And let's go to this one. Okay, for this one, I'll try to get same thing. So 600 right away. So this is kind of like true and not exactly, but what I want to see the difference at the exact numbers on those probes. So not just put the probes inside, because this one has like a lamp, like 6 lamps right there on this area. So all the heat, everything, you warm up the top. So it's kind of not fair comparison. So let's take a look at the wattage they use. So first, this one, it has, let's select watts, and we have 1424. I'm gonna check the other one. The other one is 1417. So this one uses a little bit less. 1417, 1416, 1416, and this one 1424, 1423 at max at this point. Okay, now we're gonna put a little bit on paper and see the start of the price, because that's really important. If you're gonna go and you don't look for like something that you need for your home, then possibly you might not want to go for the expensive one. So Dr. Heater, it's $124.21 including tax on Amazon, and then Home Comfort is gonna be $323.29. That's through Ace Hardware. Again, this is like one of the extremes, but let's compare the numbers and see if this is really worth it. Almost triple the price. So yeah, okay, let's turn those probes on. Put the probes. What I'm interested, what's the output of the air. So I take those probes right there, and let's check what the temperature is gonna show. So switch that to Fahrenheit. Okay, and there you go. So the top is right there is the Home Comfort. So if you look at it, Home Comfort is getting to 229. Again, on YouTube, the way he measures is like 600. Again, I measure with the laser, and I got 600 on the Dr. Heater, and it goes over. My meter just shuts down at 800 with Home Comfort. But measuring the front, the real flow of air that warms up to 223 for Home Comfort and 161 for the Dr. Heater. So it is a 100-degree difference, and I'm assuming that's because the Home Comfort it uses 6 lamps instead of like Dr. Heater just 1 lamp for show to give you that glow, and the rest is just like a little bit newer, but still it's kind of old technology of heating at this point. So in my opinion, obviously the prices were a big factor in this, but it makes sense to pay over for this one when they both using the same wattage. So you get more with this one, with 100-degree more. And as for the air, the Home Comfort, it has more flow, and we can get a piece of paper and put it roughly like 2 feet. And if we put it like 2 feet right there, that's 3 feet. And if we go 2 feet right there from the Dr. Heater, it's basically a little bit weaker. So obviously the winner here is the Home Comfort, depends how you look at it, but I would love for the Dr. Heater to work it. I mean, I loved it. The wood, the design, the filter. Even despite it doesn't have a memory, which it should come. I mean, I like the remote, but unfortunately the results are way lower than, I mean, not quality. The heat that you get from it, efficiency, it's way better from Home Comfort. So yeah, I mean, this is based on the numbers. I'm gonna go one more time. Again, I'm using the extensions just for the testing purposes, and we have one more time the Home Comfort. It's using 1421 watts, 1421. And let's look at the Dr. Heater. It's using 1413. Okay, there you go. And here's the temperature one more time. Again, I put inside, I mean in front of the vent, both of them. Kind of taped it. There you go. And this is the result right there. Obviously, if you put the probe inside, that's gonna change, but doesn't matter how hot it burns. If it doesn't warm up, it doesn't show the results, then it doesn't make sense. So yes, it's heating, yes, it's working, but you see for yourself that this is it shows in numbers 224, and that's for Home Comfort, and 162 for Dr. Heater, and that's on max, both of them. Okay. For fun, lastly, I just want to kind of shovel the probe inside, just right here on the edge. Obviously, it's gonna, what it's gonna do, it's gonna the lamp, it's gonna warm it up. Like I think they're good up to 2000 degrees, so we're good there. We shouldn't worry about the probes. But let's see, just for fun, how much each heater is gonna warm up the probe. So they both in. Again, this is not exactly, but we'll show the inside temperature before it's getting as efficient air. So the top, it's Home Comfort. Okay, we have, we have 264, 239, 240, 265. So at this point they're warming up, warming, almost getting closer to each other. If you look at it, it's 250, 265, 247. There's not a big difference. But as soon as you put the probe in front of the louver, the opening, it shows different numbers, which is more important at this point. Okay, now many reviews showing the this kind of testing. Specifically, I'm interested in to see. To me, I think this is one of the best that it's for sale right now from all the heaters that they have. So I'm gonna try to attach this one more time and get back to those numbers. Okay. There you go. Got them in the front. And now they're gonna cool a little bit down to get to their real temperatures, which they did already. So there you go. 243, 241 versus 175. As soon as they cool, roughly it's 100-degree difference. Alrighty.